Today, we'll be talking about the introduction or overview of STS. You cannot understand the course itself, the science, technology, and society itself, without understanding the branches of science. No, so we'll be having different integrations here. So, without understanding or without have a deep foundation or a reliable foundation of the branches of science, you cannot understand what science, technology, and society is all about. Because technology is under the branch of science, society is under the branch of science. See? Because the science is the universal, universal body of knowledge among the different concepts, among the inventions, among the creations, not only in this time of era, but of course also in the past. They also practicing science, no, and technology, not only today but also in the past. So we'll be tackling or discuss things related to branches of science, and we will be relating science, technology, and society to those particular branches so you can able to have a deep understanding and strong foundation of what science, technology, and society is all about. So first, let's discuss science. So if you already watched the video I presented, no, what's the teaching philosophy I have, you already understood what science is. But again, I have to present it, to elaborate it, no, for some, for those who have not yet watched or difficulty in understanding that fast-paced explanation. So when we talk about science, no, it's a systematic body of knowledge based on careful observation and experimentation. So again, the purpose of this is for you to be able to understand science, technology, and society. Without understanding the word itself of science, technology, again, you'll be having a hard time what science, technology, and society is all about. You have to understand the title first, no, for the whole courses, no, understanding yourself, something like that, mathematics in the modern world, or any related to your course. You have to understand the title first because the title represents everything. Yeah, you heard it right. The title represents everything. It summarizes the whole things and presented it to you as a title. So first, let's talk about science. When we talk about science, it is a systematic body of knowledge based on careful observation and experimentation. So if you cannot understand systematic, the tendency, the students will just memorize it. No? So you have to understand each of the word. Okay, systematic, meaning process. What do you mean by process, sir? Step-by-step procedure. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. You cannot proceed to step 4 without undergoing steps 1, 2, 3 before you proceed to 4. And that is a process. May proseso. In Filipino, para ikaw ay makatapos ng iyong kurso o degree program sa kolehiyo, may proseso. Of course, you have to take the courses or subjects during for the first year, then second year, third year, then you have to undergo thesis and final defense, then you have to take exam, then you have to submit the course requirements, no, for you to be able to graduate in your particular course program, and that is a process. Same, systematic. Science is a process. Systematic, it has a process. What do you mean by body of knowledge? When we talk about body of knowledge, meaning it's already proven knowledge because it is useful in our daily lives. Ginagamit siya sa pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay, or napatunayan na ito ay mahalaga, or in English, essential, significant, or ito ay may purpose sa buhay, not only in life but also to the universe, to the earth, something like that. No, in other areas of science, it has purpose. It's already proven knowledge and it is useful in our daily lives. Based on careful observation. What do you mean by careful observation? Using your senses, sense of sight, sense of hearing, no? Smell, touch. Then experimentation, it had undergone experimentation, or it has an actual application, in that is science. So I'll give you a good example of this. So first, pen, no? Pen is a science. Do you think pen is a science? Yes or no? Please comment in the chat box. If yes, please comment on the chat box yes. If no, no. Para makita ko ng mga... Narinig ba ako? Wala? Hello? Ayan. Ayan. Kailangan may interaction, no? So, thank you. So, everyone says yes, majority yes. So, let's see if pen is science based on the definition itself. Diba? Let's see. So, pen, a good example of science, no? Ako, binibigay ko na, pen. So, in writing letter L, no? In writing letter L, so for example, L stands for L, L, ano ba ang ganda L? Libog, joke lang. Matatanda na kayo, loser, yan, loser. Sir naman, loser, so loser. So, in writing letter L, in writing letter L, of course, no? Papatawa lang yun, ha? Of course, that's part of life. In English, libido. Diba? Pag-uusapan natin ng libido here in science technology, intellectual revolution, that a person can have this libido. In Filipino, libog po. Opo, hindi po yun bastos. That's a word. No? Okay, professional. I'm a professional nurse. Okay? Okay, let's proceed. Okay, loser na lang. Ayaw nyo kasi ng word ng Pilipino eh. So, loser, okay. In writing letter L, so the first letter of loser is letter L. So let's see if pen is a science. So of course, let's write letter L. First stroke, second stroke. May process ba sa pagsusulat ng letter L? Yes. Diba? Of course, you have to write it vertical, first stroke, then horizontal. So may process step 1, step 2. May process rin po ba yung ano, sir? May process yun. Siyempre may process. Alam niyo naman yan. 18 and above na po tayo dito. Okay lang po yun. That's for entertainment purposes. And that's not offending kasi that's part of science technology. Papakita ko kayo, chapter 2. Ini-introduce ko na maaga pa lang eh. Kasi yun ang aga ng favorite topic niyo. Okay, joke lang. Okay, systematic. It's a process. First step, second step. Process, yes, proseso. Okay, na-observe ba natin yung process na yun? Based on careful observation, on the statement. Yes, using our sense of sight, our beautiful eyes. No, yan. Yan, mga beautiful eyes. Yan. Using our observation. May experimentation ba? May actual application? Yes. In-apply natin using, by writing letter A, L? Yes. Ang pen ba, useful in our daily lives? Yes, ginagamit natin siya to take down notes, to write letter to our special someone. So as you can see, if pen is useful in our daily lives, it becomes proven knowledge. It becomes body of knowledge. In writing letter L, it has a process, systematic. Step 1, step 2. Do we observe it? Yes, using our senses, right? Do we have actual application in writing letter L? Yes, we wrote letter L using pen. And if this pen is useful in our daily lives, we take down notes, we write important words or important statements or anything which is related to our life, then it becomes useful. It proves it is a proven knowledge. Therefore, it becomes science. Therefore, pen is science. Diba? Another one. A good example is chair. Okay, chair. Is chair a science? Let's see. Based on the definition itself. In using a chair, of course, it has a process. Of course, you have to, of course, stand. Then after you stand, you what? You sit. After, of course, step 1, Then step 2, do we have an actual observation or application? Yeah, I actually um, I actually tried, di ba, to sit in my chair. So there's an actual application in observation using my senses. Di ba? Touch. I felt it. Oh, yeah, it's so relaxing. So it's so useful. Oh my God, no. So yan. So wala kang chair, sakit ng sabi mo sa mama mo, nag-online class ako, wala akong chair. Ang sakit ng likod ko, kailangan ko ng gaming chair. So yun. Bakit gaming chair? Kasi yung gaming chair, it's comfortable, no? Talagang meron siya, adjustable po yung pwede mong taasan yung paa, tapos pwede mong iangat. So talagang very relaxing may gaming chair. Tsaka useful po siya based on my professor discussion last meeting. So very useful ang gaming chair. It contributes to the academic performance of a student. So yun. Then if the chair becomes useful in our daily lives, such as gaming chair, it makes us comfortable. It makes us motivated to study. Well, no. Then chair becomes proven knowledge. Therefore, chair is a science. Wow, di ba? Ganda. So, di ba? For you to be able to understand a topic, sabi ko nga sa inyo, you have to understand each of the word in a statement and come up with a real life example. So you can know if you already understood the topic. Now, in lieu of this, in this topic, what science all about? No? Just to give you a tip on how you'll be able to, to overcome these challenges, these online classes. Because this is related to science, technology, and society. Pag-uusapan natin yan. Ina-advance ko. No? Kung ano yung kailangan, yun dapat ang ibigay sa society. Kaya ko iniisa-isa. And that is science. Diba? Ganda. Pen is a science. Chair is a science because it is useful in our daily lives, and using those particular things has a process. It had undergone experimentation, actual application. Then, as time went by, it becomes useful. Then, those are science, right? So, do you have any question regarding science? Nah? Okay, let's now proceed to the two main branches of science. So, we have social science and natural science. So, yeah. So, these are the two major branches of time check. Ayoko na nag-overtime. No? Kasi nga, sabi ko sa inyo, the brain cannot accommodate all. No? Usually talaga, kung lang, 30 minutes talaga. Kaya, sumisegue ako ng mga joke kasi to stimulate the thinkings. Kailangan After 30 minutes, preschool, 10 minutes lang, maingay na kung saan na So, yan yung mga segue ko para maano yung utak. Okay, social science. So, we have two major branches, social science and natural science. When we talk about social science, this is the society itself. This is the society. Yan na. We have the science, then we have the social science, which pertains to study of people, culture, and society. So, pasok si society. So, meaning, si society is under social science. You study people, you study culture, you study society. And that is social science, more on social studies. So, I know you already know what I'm talking about. Diba? You have already took social sciences subjects before, and of course, no, you are now having your social science today. Different social sciences, no. Yung understanding yourself by yun, it's more on social science. No? What's your course? OM. Yeah, OM is social science, diba? People, you study people because in the future you will handle people, right? Operational management. You are your objective or your goal is to become an operational manager, diba? For operational day-to-day activities, so you'll be managing people. So and also it's more on entrepreneurship for the improvement for the economic sector of the society. So it's more on social science. When we talk about natural science, it seeks to understand the natural world. It's all about curiosity in the natural world. Why there's a tree? Why there's a water? Why there's an air, land? It's all about curiosity. You are curious. You are curious about something, about things, about air, about water, about living things, non-living things, existence in earth, on earth, rocks, no? Yun po ang natural science. It's more on curiosity. So, kung i-define mo ang population ng natural science and social science, that's different, no? In natural science, if you define population, it's a group of species living in an area, same area. Pero pagka population people, overpopulated in social science, di ba, differ in terms of um, definition. Saan papasok sa education? Education or psychology is more on social sciences. Yan sila. Pero kapag ikaw ay mga scientist, you study plants, animals, it's more on natural science. You seek to understand natural world. So, but before we move on to the branches of science, again, science, technology, and society, so we have to know the connection. No? So, social science, dito po pasok si society because you study people, culture, and society. So, social science pertains to the society of science, technology, and society. Okay, si technology na lang nawawala. Let's now move on to the different branches or two major branches of natural science. Okay, so you have pure science and applied science. So when we talk about pure science, when we talk about pure science, it's all about gaining knowledge only. You know? You gain knowledge, you study knowledge for you to be able to be informed, for you to understand things, for you to satisfy your curiosity. For example, you study biology, you study physics, you study chemistry, you study earth science, that's it. For knowledge only, for example, biology, circulatory system. Sorry. Please hold on. All right. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. Okay. Sige. Okay. Eliza Bianca Ansay. Eliza, are you there? Bianca Ansay.
Yes po.
Okay. Nagkape ka na?
Opo.
Okay, ito yung kape mo eh. Don't worry, madali lang ito tanong ko. Don't worry, tinawag ka para ka ng kape. Buhay na ka na ba, Eliza?
Opo.
Okay, good. Huwag ka kabahan ha. Ano na naman to? Ano naman dito eh? Okay, so Eliza, of course, no, during junior high school and senior high school, you took biology or biological science, general biology. Is that correct?
Hindi po.
Junior high school?
Biology po? Hindi ba?
Biology? Yung mga circulatory system, gano'n?
Opo.
Okay, yeah. Tama, di ba? Siyempre, what's your course? OM, siyempre. Nag-UMS ka dati, di ba?
Hindi po ako HUMS.
Ano?
ABM po ako.
Okay, ABM. Pero nun yun, Earth Science, Earth and
Opo.
Life Science o Life.
Opo.
Okay. Okay, so yeah. Circulatory system. Familiar ka circulatory system? Yes or no?
Yes po.
Okay. So, for example, okay, sasabihin mo lang naman sa akin kung saan naka-locate. Again, you study biology for information. Kasi, di ba, hindi mo pwedeng baguhin yan eh. Hindi mo pwedeng baguhin. For example, yung daloy ng dugo mo, pwede mong bigyan kita ng question na babaguhin mo yung daloy ng dugo mo. Hindi, kasi nga, for example, MD ka, you have to know the daloy of the dugo, the circulation, right? So, okay, my question is, for example, heart. Saan nakalocate yung heart mo? Sa left? Sa gitna? Center or right?
Sa ano ba? Sa right? Ay, sa left.
Left? Are you sure?
Sa middle po.
Okay? Middle. Kala ko nakaka-jive eh.
Art.
Kala ko naka-jive yung puso mo. Sabi ko jive.
Dito sa ano?
Kala ko jive. Oo, yun. Yun lang gusto ko lang banatan, no? Of course, at the center, ang malaking portion, tama. That's correct. Thank you, Eliza. Of course, medyo nalilito lang. That's common, no? Nakakala nila, more on left. Kasi mas malaki, tama naman, pares, both correct yung your answers are both correct, Eliza. No? Kasi more, in terms of course, naka-locate siya kay Jive, hindi, at the center, no? At the center of your here, no, sa body mo, of course, no, located at the center. Then more on left kasi nga mas malaki yung part, no, na heart na nakalagay sa left, pero nakalocate talaga sa center. Kaya pero more on the parts, no, the mass, no, mas malaki konti sa left compared sa right. So thank you, Eliza, for your wonderful presentation. Kala ko nakaka-jump eh. Yun pa naman. Yun lang yung purpose ko. So, yeah, pure science is more on gaining knowledge only. That's why, if you like to pursue medicine, di ba? Pag-aaralan mo yun, i-memorize mo yan kung saan yan nakalocate. Pwede ba mabago yung location ng heart mo? Hindi. Yung lungs mo, hindi. Kidney, hindi. Kaya kapag ka gusto mo maging sniper, siyempre pag-aaralan mo yung anatomy, human anatomy, boom, di ba? Siyempre, dapat alam mo kung ano yung location ng heart. Of course, pagka ka ng knife tuloy, scalpel, di ba? Buksan mo yung katawan ng tao. Of course, hindi naman trial and error. You have to memorize where's the location of significant part. That's pure science. When we talk about applied science, you gain knowledge, no? You gain knowledge to solve a particular problem, not just to pursue knowledge, but to solve a particular problem. Ito po yung paborito yung subject nung senior high school kayo. Ito po yung paboritong subject. Ano po yun? Comment on the chat box. Paboritong subject? Research? Oh, yan. Research. Kasi yan yung leader lang gumagawa. Sasabihin na lang, yes! Yes! We're done! We're done. We're na. Classmate, up here. Boom. Galing ko, no? Galing ko mag-contribute sa research natin, di ba? Ako yung bumili ng maraming pansit canton. No? Ikaw yung Milo. The place, the venue. Si leader pero yung leader lang yung pagod na pagod. No? Siya lang pero at least ikaw nakakontribute ka sa pagbili ng pansit canton. Chemistry. Applied chemistry na tawag doon. Meron tayong basic chemistry. Yung pinakita ko sa pure science, chemistry. If you want to apply chemistry or yung ito naman applicable, magiging applied chemistry. Di ba may mga subject? BS applied physics. So meaning, you are discovering something through research, then you'll be able to apply this. So I'll give you a good example. Calculator. No, calculator. You discovered something. So you are trying to make a research. No? How be able to help the people, no? Help the people in the society. Because most of the individuals, no, kunwari lang, individuals are having a hard time to compute. They're not that good in math, no? That's why they pursue AB communication or AB English, BS English, or language, linguistic. So, scientists and inventors, no, research things, do things to make lives of the people easier. So they invented what? Calculator. Diba? To solve the problem in the society. So meaning, applied science is what? So science, technology, society. Science. Social science, society. Technology is applied science. So you are researching something, you are inventing something. Diba? You are gaining knowledge, then you apply this or create this to address the problem in society. So, diba? Mamaya, pag-usapan natin, bibigyan ko kayo ng example. So, applied science is technology. Diba? So, chemistry, for example, applied chemistry. Let's have applied chemistry. Yung mga BS chemical engineers. Bigyan kita ng magandang example. Gatorade. Sila yan. BS chemistry. Chemical engineering or chemistry. Sila yan, gumagawa, nagtitimpla. Kasi nga, pag dehydrated ang tao, diarrhea, kailangan nawawalan na ng fluids and electrolytes. So, ano kailangan? Gatorade or kaya Pocari Sweat, di ba? Or of course, jogging, para mapalitan yung mga fluid. Di ba? So, BS chemistry or chemical engineering, that is applied chemistry. Diba? So, applied science pertains to technology. Okay? So, maliwanag? So, move on. So, we have two branches of pure, we have traditional or major branches of pure science. We have biological science and physical science. When we talk about biological science, it pertains to living things. All living things. No? Lahat po. Lahat po ng buhay. Kahit yung buhay na binigay mo sa yung special sample, kasama yun. Physical science, ito po yung non-living things. Okay, like calculator, gadgets, no, chairs, pencils, air, rocks, buildings, no? Physical science po siya. Okay, so these are the important branches that you should or must understand before we proceed to the connection of science, technology, and society. Okay, so again, science, this is the science. Okay, meaning science is a body of knowledge that has undergone process based on careful observation and experimentation. Then, society is under social science, which pertains to the study of people, culture, and society. So, it's under social science. Then, as you can see my arrow, no? Can you see my arrow, no? Applied science, or cursor, applied science pertains to technology. Because it's not about gaining knowledge only. No, like, where's the location of your heart? Nakay Jive. Hindi. Nakay Eliza. Center. More on left. Kasi nga, of the mass. It's more on gaining knowledge. Because if you are doing a heart surgery, of course, you have to know the location of the heart. Diba? Tama yung sinabi ni Eliza. Then, of course, in pure science, in gaining knowledge, you have to understand, of course, if that particular knowledge gaining pertains to life or non-life or non-living things. Okay, now let's see the connection between and among science, technology, and society. Okay. First, let's talk about transportation. May problema ba sa Pilipinas in terms of transportation? Before, kahit naman ngayon meron, ba? Even in other countries, they have problem in terms of transportation. Diba? So, ang problema sa transportasyon dito sa Pilipinas, ito po yung MRT. Okay, MRT. Why? Sa MRT, hindi sapat ang bagon. Yung mga train natin, right? Hindi sapat. Kahit may ginawa doon transportation to, hindi sapat. Okay. Pero ginawa ito para makatulong sa transportasyon sa Pilipinas. So before we go to the transportation itself, because kailangan ng tao ng transportasyon para sila ay makapunta sa trabaho. Of course, one, gumagawa na mas maraming MRT, LRT, and subway ngayon, di ba? Then, kinocongest nila yung EDSA. Because that's the problem of the society, transportation. Ito I'm not talking about politics here. I'm just talking about the connection between science and technology, and this can be applied to other countries, okay? So, for example, may problema sa transportation. So, that is society. So, people in the society. So, ngayon, may problema sa transportasyon, and that is related to physical science, no? Physical science, non-living thing. Ngayon, paano ang society nakaka-apekto sa science and technology? Okay. So, applied science is branch of natural science, and natural science is branch of science. So in applied science, you have to think a solution. You have to gain knowledge. You have to gain researches to address the problem of the society because there's a problem. in transportation, which is related to physical science ng non-living things. Anong ginagawa? So, massive ang paggawa ng solution. So first, additional bagon, no? Kailangan natin. Okay, hindi na, kailangan natin ng bagon, mas maraming bagon. Kailangan natin ng mass transportation. Ginagawa nila sa Singapore tayo. Lahat talaga nakakonekta. Kasi medyo maliit lang ang Singapore kasi laki lang siya ng Quezon City. So mas madali compared sa Pilipinas kasi archipelago tayo, walay-walay, no? So lahat nakakonekta. Ang main transportation nila doon is train, yung LRT, MRT. Pero MRT. MTR ang tawag sa kanya, tsaka LTR. No, konektado lahat, no? So, yun ang naging way to solve the transportation crisis, to connect LRT to different cities. Kasi nga, sa Pilipinas kasi archipelago, kailangan you have to build bridges first, no? And mahirap, no? Pero of course, if there's political will, kaya yun. Kaso it takes long time. Dapat each administration i-continue. Hindi pwedeng dahil iba yung you stop it. Parang ganun nangyayari in the past, no? Or in other country hindi tinutuloy. So there's problem in transportation. It should be addressed by technology. So so the society affects science technology because of the problem needed in society like transportation. Problema. Bakit may problema dun sa MRT, LRT? Ang problema kasi, sa akin in my point of view, andun kasi lahat ng trabaho sa Makati. Lahat ng trabaho nasa Manila. Diba? Metro Manila. So ngayon, kahit yung nasa probinsya, doon pumupunta. Pero pag ang trabaho, yung mga private companies, yung mga investors, distribute sa Visayas, sa Mindanao, sa Bulacan, sa Rizal, no? Hindi na pupunta yung tao doon. Ngayon, nagsisiksikan sila. Overpopulated. Andun lahat yung trabaho sa MRT. MRT sa Makati, sa Manila, lahat. Andun kasi yung trabaho. Kita mo ako. Ako na lang. Ako na lang. Bahay ng parents ko sa Caloocan. Bahay ko dito sa Bulacan ngayon. Pero saan ko yung trabaho? Kulay de San Juan de la Tran. Bakit? Doon mataas ang sweldo eh. Pagka magtrabaho ba ako dito sa Bulacan, mas malaas ba? Hindi. Kasi doon nag-invest yung mga private companies, yung ibang companies doon. So nagsisiksikan. Overpopulated na talaga. No? Ang talaga, i-distribute sa Visayas, Mindanao, or other provinces or other areas of Luzon. Yun ang problema eh. Doon kasi matakada mo. Ako pa lang Sa Bulacan ako nakatira, pero saan ako trabaho? Manila. O nakikipagsiksikan ka. Ikaw, tanungin kita. Sigurado ko hindi kayo lahat taga Manila. Diba? Hindi ka taga lahat ng Manila. Kasi nasa na magandang school. Diba? Nasa Manila, andun yung Ubelt, andun yung magagandang school. Talagang doon ka pupunta kasi gusto mo maganda. Diba? Pero for example, kaya ang ginagawa ng ibang eskwelahan, kunwari, Letran. Of course, Letran is more than ready, right? No? Pero ng Letran Bataan, diba? Kalamba, ninidistribute yung UST ngayon, diba? Ninidistribute na rin nila. UP Manila, UP Diliman, UP Cebu, Visayas, dapat ganun. Like Letran, di ba? Galing na Letran. So that's the solution. Letran Manawag. Pero, syempre, gusto mo talaga sa the best, di ba? Gusto mo dun sa main sa main Di ba? So, may thinking rin kasi ng ganun. That's the problem. Kahit sabihin na natin maraming transportation. Tinapyas lahat nung nasa gilid. Naglagay ulit ng MRT, LRT. Ang problema, gusto ng tao doon. Andun yung trabaho, andun yung magandang school. That's a problem. Dapat distributed. Di ba? Kaya may problema. So, I'll be able to make a significant technology to address the problem in society. So, yan. Di ba? The relation of science technology to society. Ngayon naman, in terms of biological science, life, COVID-19. Life na tayo. Life. What science and technology that must be created or must be innovated or must be um, proposed to solve the problem in society in terms of biological science, in terms of life, in terms of health. No? Nagpasabog si China ng COVID-19. Boom. Pero napag-aralan niya, nagbasa ako eh. Dati pa yan dati pa yan, may mga researches na ang COVID-19 raw pwede maging pandemic. Di ba si Miriam Santiago nga, nag-propose ng batas pero hindi na siya batas about pandemic, no? Gusto ko talaga si Miriam talaga eh, no? Sayang, kaso talagang hindi talaga siya nanalo. Siguro kung hindi siya kasi kailangan mo sabihin eh, kasi public servant. Kailangan mo sabihin yung health mo na may cancer, sayang. What if, no, Miriam? So, na isabatas niya sana yun, may pondo mas maganda. Kaso hindi na isabatas. So, applied science. So, what is the best applied science or technology to solve this crisis that has been happening right now that hugely impact the people in the society? Of course, mass testing, of course, then vaccination. Kaso, no, sayang walang naka-discover or nakapag-innovate ng vaccine sa Philippines. Sayang mga scientists natin sana siya. Mas maganda sana yung gawang Pilipino sana, pero hindi pinalad, no? So that's why we are relying in relying vaccine from other countries. Vaccinated na vaccinated na ako, pumila ako ng alas 3. Grabe, no? Alas 3 ako pumila. Tapos alas 8 magbubukas. Kasi gusto ko na magpa-vaccine talaga kasi nga inatid ko rin yung nanay ko. No work sila reporting no. Kasi kapag ikaw ay nagkaroon ng COVID-19, hindi lang sarili mo, yung tao mo sa pamilya mo, 'di ba? Kasi kami mga working kami, minsan pupunta ako sa Letran, no? Delikado siya, nakakatakot. So nagpa-vaccine na ako. Pero luckily Pfizer yung nagpa-vaccine ako Pfizer. So medyo siya sa Delta variant. Saka may strong protection in terms of against Delta variant. So yeah, it happens that it affects the society because of the pandemic right now. So you can see the relationship right now. So what's the relationship of science technology to society? So if there's problem in society, the science and technology must have this innovation or must have or come up with a development, no? For example, COVID-19, so the science and technology are affected. So through creation of vaccine, transportation in Singapore, to ease the problem in transportation, the MRT and LRT are connected in each cities. Then there is scheduling or mass transportation in terms of public utility vehicles. So the main public utility vehicle that being used in Singapore, buses po ang ginagamit nila, mga double decker, no? So talagang mass transportation, hindi yung katulad sa Pilipinas na bili ng kotse for status symbol, isa lang naman, kaya nagta-traffic. Ang ginawa ng other country, mass transportation. So kung manonood ka, South Korea, di ba? Korean novela, mapapanood mo, naghihintay sila ng bus. Kasi more on transportation, it is the traffic, no? Congestion. Sa atin kasi kanya-kanyang status symbol. Basta may kotse ka, mayaman ka, good looking ka, maganda ka, gwapo ka. Pero it is essential din kasi sa atin, kasi nga yung mass transportation natin, kulang. Di ba? Kulang. So mahirap magsalita, no? Mahirap magsalita. Pero yun yung pinag-uusapan natin ito. You have your own perspective, I have my own perspective. So, another one. Problem lang yung binigay ko sa inyo. How about innovation? If there's an innovation in science and technology, it will affect the society. For example, cellphone, gadgets, o touch screen. Dati, keypad lang yan. Ngayon, naging touchscreen, wow. Ngayon, magiging window na lang yan. Kaya ganun-ganun. Ngayon, dati, yung laptop, keypad lang, pero now you can touch the screen of laptop, pwede na rin touchscreen, di ba? Innovation. And it affects the society negatively and positively. Sa negatively, status symbol, iPhone 12. Wow, ganda. Di ba? iPhone, wow, bigatin. Pero pares lang naman, some kasi status symbol, some kasi for innovation, some kasi for happiness, that's okay. Di ba? Pero dapat it affects you positively. Dapat. Another one, gadget addiction. Di ba? Innovation, use PS5. Di ba? It affects society? Yes. Pero ito yung mga maganda. Development in science technology like calculator, di ba? Then naging computer for easy communication. Then we have different artificial intelligences, no? Mga AI to make people's lives easier. So that's the main purpose of science technology, to help people to make people's life easier and healthy. Pero of course there's negative circumstances rin eh. Like mga factory, 'di ba? Yung mga machine na lang yung mga inaano ng mga business business sector automated na. That's a problem, naka-program, 'di ba? Nawawala ng trabaho yung tao and it affects the people in the society because of the innovation made in science and technology. So yun po. So that's the relationship between science and society, technology and society, and society to science and technology. Di ba? So that ends the overview of science, technology, and society for this session. Do you have any question? Naintindihan po ba?